When you get a really heavy downpour, it just sends off loads of runoff everywhere, and it doesn't have time to soak into the ground. There's too much water for it to soak into the ground. I mean, some of it does, but most of it just washes away like this. And you see it coming from like everywhere and just making its way to the nearest river, which suddenly rises up, and then you get kind of like a wave that comes down, like a kind of flash flood, and suddenly the river goes from being a little trickle to this, and it's of course you've got all this still coming into it, so it's going to raise more. You might have seen the other day I did a video about this little stream, and it was so shallow that I was able to wade in it, and it's been really shallow all through the winter because we've had such little rain. But when we've had a sudden downpour, it has gone up and then drastically gone down again because there's not been enough continuous rain to soak into the water table. I'm going to go across this bog. The ground is really squishy here because it's like a peat bog, I guess, but it's not too much of a bad one. But it is squishier than it was the other day. These like seasonal bogs haven't been kind of fully saturated this year, so that's a good sign. So be careful on it. This step comes to vegetation and tread carefully. So this was literally, it's been like just 6 inches, 4 inches deep, but now there's been too much current to wade through it, and even these little trees on the edge are under the water. This little river here, it doesn't come from very far, so it's not going to take the floodwater long to reach here. And every time you get a different downpour, you get another flood wave and it raises up a bit higher again. When you have more like gradual rain, the river kind of rises gradually, but here it could rise dramatically, and there could be another flood wave coming in any time, you know, because it's been like very heavy rain. It's likely to be continuously on the rise. So I kind of keep an eye on it. And just coming through the bridge there, and pouring over the road there. So it's kind of loads and loads of rain right then across here. Here where you've got a little boggy tributary coming in, where normally you'd sort of get across here, it's a bit more tricky. Might be able to get to there. Normally I go over here.